Hello everyone. So today I will be discussing about the modern theory of taxation, which is the theory of shifting and incidence. So I will be discussing it both theoretically and diagrammatically. The modern theory of taxation is one of the important contribution of Dalton to economics, and it is also known as the modern theory of shifting and incidence. The Dalton shows the relationship between the burden of taxation with elasticity of demand and supply. When change in demand is greater than change in price, the elasticity of demand is greater than 1. And when the change in demand is less than change in price, the elasticity of demand will be less than 1. Now, the incidence of taxation refers to this question of who and in what proportion bears the final burden of a tax. That is, when a demand is less elastic, the burden is borne by the buyers. But when a demand of a product is more elastic, the burden is borne by the sellers. The burden of tax can be transferred to others through a process of shifting. The whole burden of the tax may not be shifted to others. It may be that a part of the tax may be shifted to others and a part be borne by the one who initially pays the tax. Sometimes the seller shifts the burden of tax to the buyer, and sometimes the tax is borne by him. So, the theory of incidence of tax studies in what proportion the burden or incidence of tax is shared among different persons. So, here comes our first case. If elasticity of demand and supply of the taxed good is equal, then the burden of tax is also equal on both the seller and buyer. Let me explain it diagrammatically. This is the first case. Case 1. See, this is the y-axis. And this is the x-axis, OY, OX. This is the demand curve, DD, and this is the supply curve. Here comes equilibrium point. OP is price and OQ is quantity. Now, when tax is imposed, the supply curve will shift to the right. See, S1, S1. And equilibrium point will shift to E1 and price will increase to OP1 and quantity will shift to OQ1. The imposition of tax is E1R, and see, E1R is the total tax. The burden on buyer is E1T, that is on buyer, and TR is the burden on seller. So E1T is equal to TR, that is the burden on buyer is equal to burden on seller. Now the second case is, if elasticity of supply is greater than elasticity of demand, the burden on buyer will be greater than burden on seller. This is case 2. This is the y-axis and this is the x-axis, OY and OX. This is the demand curve, DD, and this is the supply curve, SS. Here, as elasticity of supply is greater than elasticity of demand, so we have drawn the supply curve flatter than the demand curve. See, this is the equilibrium point, OP is the equilibrium price and OQ is the equilibrium quantity. Now, with imposition of tax, the supply curve shifts to S1, S1 and the equilibrium point shifts from E to E1. The price increased to OP1 and quantity decreased to OQ1. See, E1R, like the previous diagram, E1R is the tax. E1T, see, E1T is the tax imposed on buyer and TR is the tax imposed on seller. So see, E1T is greater than TR. So the tax borne by the buyer is greater than the tax borne by the seller. E1T is greater than TR. The third case is if elasticity of demand is greater than elasticity of supply, the burden on seller will be greater than burden on buyer. Case 3. See, this is y-axis and this is x-axis. OY and OX. Here the demand curve will be flatter because elasticity of demand is greater than elasticity of supply. Now see, this is the supply curve SS. E is the equilibrium point, OP is the equilibrium price, and OQ is the equilibrium quantity. Now when tax is imposed, again supply curve will shift to S1 and equilibrium will shift to E1 and price will increase to OP1 and quantity will decrease to OQ1. See, E1R is the tax, E1R is the tax, E1T is the tax borne by the buyer and TR is the tax borne by the seller. So see, E1T is less than TR. So the tax borne by the seller will be greater than the tax borne by the buyer. The fourth case is if demand is perfectly elastic, the whole burden of tax is borne by the seller. This is case 4. See, this is y-axis, this is x-axis. OX, OY. Here demand is perfectly elastic, so it is parallel to the x-axis. This is the supply curve SS. This is the equilibrium quantity. OQ is the equilibrium quantity and OP is the equilibrium price. Now, due to imposition of tax, the supply curve shifts to S1. But you can see the price has not changed. The price is unchanged. The equilibrium point shifts to E1 and equilibrium quantity will be OQ1. That is, it will shift from OQ to OQ1, but the price is unchanged. That is OP, and that is why the whole burden will be on the seller and buyers do not bear any burden. Fifth case is if demand is perfectly inelastic and supply is elastic, then the whole burden of tax is borne by the buyer. The last case, that is case 5. See, this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. OY, OX. Here demand is perfectly elastic, so it is a vertical line and parallel to the y-axis. This is the supply curve SS, this is the equilibrium point E, and this is the equilibrium quantity. Sorry, this is equilibrium price OP and this is equilibrium quantity. Now, when there is imposition of tax, the supply curve shifts to S1 and equilibrium point shifts to E1 and price changes to OP1. Here the demand remains the same. See, demand is a vertical line. Demand remains the same and price increased. So the burden of tax will be wholly borne by the buyer. So I hope you got the concept of the modern theory of taxation. So if you like my video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.